Ever wondered how to make a woman think about you? If you're the type of guy who tends to obsess over a woman, then this video is for you. It will teach you how to make women obsess over you for a change. Hey, I get it. Sometimes thinking about women is all we could ever do. Sure, you want to approach and meet new women. Unfortunately, if you're not careful, you'll find yourself in jail or out of a job faster than you can say me too. And on the other hand, if you don't approach and meet new women, you can expect to be alone for many long, frustrating years. Well, let's change all that in today's video, shall we? Let's make the ladies start obsessing about you this time around. I'm about to show you how to talk to women in a way that makes them think about you long after your conversation ends. Before that though, we'll need to correct one huge mistake that men make when talking to women. And you're probably making this mistake without even knowing it. What's the mistake? I'll tell you in just a moment. Right now, do take a moment to give this video a quick like. It's just to show your support for my work and to continue getting advice that actually works in real life. Such as this one huge mistake, for instance. Knowing about this mistake will free you from one of the most toxic and disgusting male habits in the game. Ready to learn what it is? Then click like right now, and we'll move right on. Go ahead, do it now. Done? Great. So here's the one huge mistake that men make when talking to women they like. Ready for this? It's trying to make her like you too. For instance, trying to make her laugh, or trying to impress her, or offering to make her life better in one way or another. On the surface, it seems harmless and normal, and yet here's why it's a mistake. In the dating game, a woman slots every single man she meets into one of two categories. First, there's the friend zone. This is where she puts the men she's not attracted to, but who might be useful to her in ways not related to romance and sex. And second, there's the lover zone. This is where she puts the men she is attracted to and is valuable to her for romantic and sexual purposes. Now think about this. What if she meets a man who's both? Let's say she meets a man who's useful for her career goals in life. And let's say the same guy is also boyfriend material. Which category will she slot him in? Her friend zone or her lover zone? Here's the answer. He goes straight into his friend zone. Why? It's simply because the value he has for her career goals far outweigh his sexual or romantic value. Right? It's easy for her to meet men who can satisfy her sexual or romantic needs. Meanwhile, it's much harder for her to meet guys who can help her career-wise. And no, she can't have both. Not without risking losing it all in the end, that is. And that, my friend, is why trying to make her like you is a huge mistake. As soon as she realizes you offer value other than for romance and sex, you go straight into her friend zone. Do you see the point now? Take a few seconds to type yes or no in the comments below so I'll know. In any case, that brings us back to the root question at the beginning of this video. How do you make a woman obsess over you? By now, we already know the key. She doesn't need to like you, find you funny, or be impressed by you. Not yet, anyway. The key is to make sure she primarily sees your sexual and romantic value in her life. Everything else can follow. And to do that, you'll need to change your approach a little bit. I'm about to show you a technique called the obsession hack. It's a little conversation hack that makes her immediately see you as a potential lover, not a friend or a tool. And yes, it works even if you're talking to her for the first time. In fact, that's the best time to use the obsession hack technique, right off the bat. So how does it work? I'll show you in a moment. For now, if you've learned something new in this video so far, then do consider subscribing to my channel. That way, you'll continue to get more advice to make women see you less as a friend and more of a lover. Sounds good? Then scroll down and click subscribe right now. Go ahead. Have you subscribed? Great, welcome to the club. So let me tell you all about the obsession hack technique. It was developed by Derek Rake, who also happens to be the guy behind everything I teach you in my videos. Now here's the thing. Derek doesn't teach his students pickup artist nonsense or Oprah advice that doesn't work in real life. Instead, he teaches mind control, applied psychology, hardcore hypnotherapy, that sort of thing. And our technique, the obsession hack, operates on a proven psychological principle. It's this: the more she does for you, the more she obsesses over you. That means when the more little things you make her do, the more she starts seeing you as a potential lover. Notice something? It's the exact opposite of her trying to make her like you. Here, you're making her do things for you. The more you do it, the more she'll subconsciously obsess over you, and over time, she'll get more and more attracted to you. So how do you use the obsession hack? Here are a couple of examples. First, let's say you want her to give you her number. Instead of asking for her number, which she can say no to, you tell her, "Will you give me your number or just your email address?" See the trick? Whichever she chooses, she'll end up doing something for you, and it moves you closer to becoming more than friends with her. Here's another example. Let's say you want to go on a date with her this weekend. Instead of asking her out, which she can decline, you tell her, "So let's meet up Friday night, or is Saturday night better for you?" There it is again. Whichever she chooses, she'll end up doing something for you. She won't be able to explain it, and yet the more obsession hack statements you use, the more attracted she'll feel to you, and she'll be obsessing over you whenever you're apart. You know she's obsessed when she initiates conversations or meetups by herself. At that point, you're one step away from becoming more than friends with her. And that, my friend, is how to make a woman think about you. Now, what next? Obviously, if you're watching this video, then you want some sort of relationship with her. Maybe you want her as your next girlfriend, maybe even your future wife, or perhaps you want to be friends with benefits with her. Whatever your goal might be, to achieve it, you'll need to transition to a different technique, and it's one that will make her obsession even deeper and more permanent. What's this technique called? Its name is fractionation, and it's quite possibly the most powerful mind control technique out there. On the surface, fractionation looks and sounds like ordinary storytelling. Anyone can master it, and yet it can make any woman feel emotionally addicted to you. Think about the women who happily follow their strong, dominant, successful husbands. It doesn't matter what kind of relationship you want. You want that kind of woman, right? That's exactly the kind of woman fractionation will turn her into, as you'll soon see. So how does fractionation work? That's the best part. At the very end of this video, a link will show up. That link will take you to an online masterclass on mind control. There, Derek Rake himself will teach you all about fractionation. You'll learn what it is, how it works, and how to use it on women today. How powerful is fractionation? Think of it this way. Even if you didn't use the obsession hack technique and simply relied on fractionation, you would still make a woman feel addicted to you. It's that powerful, and you can learn how to use it in a single afternoon. Why not add fractionation to your dating toolkit now? Remember, it's not enough to make her like you. You got to make her obsessed with you. And fractionation is your key to doing that right now. So go ahead, click the link and join Derek's online masterclass now.